So let's come to the session. So here, so as I told you that I will be explaining the main tools like MS Visio, Balsamiq and Azure, how to use it and where to use it. So before that, like a small intro, I will be going to explain to you like who is BA and what is responsibilities, like what kind of activities you need to do for a project or else for building an application or else building a product. Okay. So first of all, you need to understand about BA. So all of you, like you are you are learning BA concepts, right? So these tools also are part of BA concepts only. Okay. So first of all, who is BA? So BA is the person who interacts with the clients, and he will be acting like a bridge between the client and the technical team in the organization. Okay. So let's come to the point that client. So this client will give requirements to BA, and BA will be going to find out the solution. Okay. Find out the solutions, and he will be going to make understand to the technical tech team in the organization, right? So here, what kind of activities a BA need to do to make understand to the technical team means, so BA will be going to explain each and everything, and he will be going to understand each and every requirement given by the client. So here you can see this client will be going to give some requirements. For example, if you want to build an application, okay. So for example, your application is like about like you want to replicate Instagram, WhatsApp, like daily applications you are using like Instagram, WhatsApp. So you want to build like an other application which is similar to the Instagram. So at that moment, so you need to give some requirements like user should able to log in, and user should able to search for the profiles and follow the profiles, like that each and every requirement you will be going to make understand to the technical team. So here the technical team will be not going to understand about what you are explaining. So here what you will be going to do means you need to make understand to the BA. You will explain whatever the things are there to the BA, and BA will be going to make understand to the technical team in the organization. Okay. So I think you may get the point that BA, he will be going to take the requirements, find out the solution and make understand to the technical team. Okay. So he will be going to be act like a bridge. He will be going to act like a bridge for technical team and the client. Okay. So here the client will be going to explain each and everything to the BA only, not to the technical team. So BA will understand whatever the client is explaining, and he will be going to understand to the make understand to the technical team, and he will be going technical team will be going to build the products, okay, and the applications. So here the next thing is what kind of activities he will be going to do, BA. So BA will be going to gather the requirements, okay. So he will gather the requirements and analyze analyzing the requirements, okay. And then the other thing is like, so first I will explain about the gathering the requirements. So here while gathering requirements, all of you know about the illustration techniques. So illustration techniques, he will use that techniques to gather the requirements. So each and every illustration technique will be going to useful for BA so that he can gather the requirements easily. And the next part is like you need to analyze those requirements. So you will gather so many requirements, but you need to take which are worth to that building application, which are worth to building that application, right? So here he will analyze whatever the requirements are required, and he will be going to make up documents. He will be going to make some documents like BRD, FRD, SRS to understand, to make understand to each and every person in the organization, mostly to the tech team. Okay. See, this record is also like, sorry, this session is also recorded, Shravan. So you can listen to the this session. Like we will be going to upload in the YouTube. Okay. So Sunil Kumar, just wait. I will be answering to you. Okay. So here, so he will be going to document it, whatever the things it will be going to be important. Like for example, BRD, FRD, SRS. So these kind of documents, as of so they will be going to like create these documents. Okay, create these documents to make understand to the technical team. So every time the technical team, they will be not go get like referring to the document, right? Every time the technical team, they will be not going to referring to the document and understand those kind of requirements, like what they need to build. So here, what the other thing BA need to do is modeling the requirements. Okay, modeling requirements. So this modeling requirements is nothing but visual representation. Okay, visual representation of the requirements. Okay. See, modeling the requirements is nothing but it is visual representation. So this visual representation makes technical team more understandable when they are building applications. For example, see, now I will tell you to draw a tree. Okay. Directly I'm telling now, I'm telling that you need to draw a tree. So under that, a man is sitting and chilling out by looking into the forest, or else like, sorry, the river and the boat. Okay. So you will be going to draw as per your vision, right? So there are so many people in this session, there around 25 to 30 members are there, right? So I will be going to get 30 different, like 25 to 30 different kind of diagrams, like pictures from your end, because everyone who are having their vision, their own vision, right? So they might be use some colorful design, painting, so many things they will be going to do. So I will be going to get so many pictures that are not so similar, because there are totally different. So they will be going to draw in a different way. They will add some sun, or else they will be going to draw in the night time, right? So they belongs to their whatever the things are, right? So here, if the technical team will be going to look into the document, in the document, that will be going to in that way only. Just we are telling them to do that. That's it. Whereas modeling the requirements means we are telling them, like we are like, see, if I have sent you one picture, okay, for example, this interface, whatever you are looking, this interface. So I am telling you to prepare this, like draw this picture, whatever the picture you are seeing in the system, or else in your mobile. So exactly you will be going to draw. You will use blue color like this, okay? And you will be going to write only this kind of things, files, edit, view, insert, all the things are will be going to similar. All the pictures will be going to be exactly same, right? So that is what the impact which is created by the visualization. right? So here, uh, our side, from our end, BA will be going to do such kind of things. Okay, so he will be going to make more understandable for the technical team in this way, right? So modeling requirements. So how we will be going to visualize them means by using UML diagrams. So UML diagrams is one type, and next one is like mockups will be there, and wireframes will be there, and next prototypes will be going to there. Okay, so by modeling the requirements, you will be going to visualize the requirements. Here we use UML diagrams, okay, mockups, wireframes, and prototypes. So let's get into UML diagrams. So here UML diagrams, it is like a visual representation where it is used by every stakeholder. Like for example, UML diagram is it is a visual representation of how the activities of the system flows, okay, and how the user is interacting with the system, okay, and how the data is flowing. So like that, each and everything will be going to use, like each and every person, like technical team will also use some UML diagrams. So UML diagram is nothing but it is a visual representation of the system and its interaction and how the data is managed and stored. All the things will be going to be like visually we represent by using the UML diagrams. So in this, there are 9 types are there, like types of diagrams are there. Okay, so it is classified into static and dynamic. Okay, so in static we are having 5 diagrams. Okay, and in dynamic we are having 4 diagrams. Okay, so coming to the static, we are having use case, class activity, next component, static, state chat, package, collaboration, and next deployment. So these are all static diagrams. Okay, so static means like we will be going to showcase how the interaction, okay, how the system sorry, how the user is interacting with the system and how like manual works. And whereas dynamic, it will be going to be mostly shown as the system flow. So in this we are having sequence diagram, okay, and next we are having activity, and next we are having state chart, and then we are having collaboration. Okay, but here we will be going to draw only 2 kind of diagrams, that is activity diagram and the other one is use case diagram. Okay, so these are the 2 diagrams we will be going to draw to make understand to the technical team, right? So in this use case diagram, so use case diagram, it is a visual representation of how the user or actor is interacting with the system. Okay, so we represent how the user or actor is interacting with the system. So you may get confused like what we will be going to show, what means, for example, So daily you will be going to log into the Instagram. Like login means already you will be going to default you have login to it, right? Or else we will take the example of COEPD. So every day or else like twice, like alternate days, you will be going to use COEPD portal. So every time what you will be going to do, you will be going to log in into the portal, right? So here we are having COEPD portal. Will be going to log in each and everyone will be going to log in by their credentials. They will be going to log in with username and the password, right? So here we need to make understand to the technical team that user should log in. Like you all are users. I am also user now. I am the user. I am a student. So we need to, as a BA, we need to make understand to the technical team that user should able to log in. Okay, user should able to log in, and how they need to log in means by entering the details like username and the password and clicking on the login button, right? So we need to make understand. So here, who is interacting? We means a person, the actor, a user. Okay, a user is interacting with the system, right? So he by entering the username and password. So here, let's take this example, login. How he will be going to log in? By entering the username and password, right? So by entering this username and password, he will be going to log in. So here we need to make understand to the technical team, that tech team, that so the user should be interacting with the system. First, he need to log into it, and then he can go through the total whatever the portal. Like he can write the exam, right? He can go through the sessions which are conducting in COEPD, and he need to write 26 online exams. Then he need to complete the nurturing process, step by step process like that. So he like how the user is interacting, we will be going to show. Okay, so to show that we need to draw a diagram there. So how we will be going to draw the diagram means by using the components. Okay, so there are some components are there like actor. Okay, and next use cases, and then we are having system boundary and relations. Okay, so here there will be actor. Actor is a person who will be interacting with the system. That means like he will be going to interact with the system by like login into it, and he can search for the exams, or else he can go for the sessions like that. And use cases. So use cases means, so here I can say these are the use cases. Okay, so the actor will use the use cases to interact with that system. Okay, and system boundary, it will be going to be like in a rectangle box where the system will be going to be inside the system, like inside the rectangle box, and the actors will be going to be outside. To differentiate the actors and the use cases, we will be going to use the system boundary. And relationships, I will explain you here. We are having some types. Okay, so let's get into the types. Actors, so there are primary actor and secondary actor. So here the primary actor, he will be going to be a person. Okay, so the primary actor, he will be going to be a person who will be in starting, like he will be going to start or initiate the task. For example, here we have discussed about login. So the primary actor, he will be going to enter his username and password. Okay, so if I enter the username and password, I can go get into the portal and I can use all these features, right? So like that, the primary actor will be going to initiate the task, and secondary actor, he will be going to support to complete the task. Like secondary actor, it might be a system or else it might be a person. Okay, so you may get doubt. So see, here I'm entering the username and password. When I click the button, so it redirects to the next page. How it is possible? So backend there will be a system admin, okay, or else like there will be a DB database. So already the database will be going to store the data of the username and password. For example, if I enter the wrong password and if I want to log in, so it gets that invalid and please contact to the help desk. Why it is representing like this? Because the username and password is not stored in the database. So the secondary actor will be going to be a DB admin who stores the data of yours in the backend, and he supports to get into that login, right? And the use cases we are having essential use case and supporting use case. Essential use case and supporting use case. So essential use case is the main task. Okay. So essential use case will be going to be a main task, and supporting use cases will be going to be support to the main task. Okay. Support to the main task. So here you can see this login will be going to be the main task. Why? Because it is the main task, like we need to log into it. And this two will be going to be supporting task which may helps to logging into that portal. Okay, right? So here I will be going to give one assignments. So registration is there, and here so which are main task and which are supporting task, can you tell me in this? Yeah, guys. So here login is the main task and these are supporting tasks, right? For registration, so which is the main task and which are the supporting tasks? Yeah, guys, you need to respond for it. I think 30 members are there in the session, so each and every person should be interacting with me. Yeah, Datta Solanke, registration main task. Registration and login are main task. Sunil Kumar. Yeah, Prashant, I'm asking about the registration part, not login. Yeah. See, Praveen, main task will be going to be registration, right? So main task is like registration, and username, password, email, mobile number will be going to be supporting task. Why? Because yeah, Renuka Tamireddy, yes, correct. Yeah, Sunil Kumar. So if we talk technically, main task shall be token for login. That means, so here we are discussing about the registration. So the main task will be going to be a login only. Why? Because without login, how could you like do that? So before that, registration will be going to be happen. First of all, you need to register, right? So for every application, whatever your application you are using, so you need to you must need to registration. That's the reason I am asking the question for registration. So most of the answers I got from you. Thank you. And a few people are responding. Only few people are responding. Other people are not responding. So please be interactive with this session. So then only you can learn something. Okay. So if you learn, then only you can implement in the capstone projects, and in future also if they are asking about this whatever the things are there about the UML, like use case activity diagram. So it will be going to be useful for you, right? So here the main task will be going to be registration, and these all are the supporting tasks. Okay. So like this, we'll be going to have main task and the supporting task. So the main task will be going to be registration, and these all are the supporting. And the actors also, primary actor will initiate the main task. Remember, primary actor will initiate the main task and secondary actor will support to complete the main task. Okay. So now here I will be going to explain the relationships. In relationships, we are having include, extend, and generalization. Okay. So we are having include, extend, and generalization. So now these three types where you need to use means for giving the relationship for the login and the this supporting like username and the password. Okay. So you need to give the relationship for the main task and the supporting task. And the other one is other thing will be going to have communication lines. Okay. So here the extend, include, and generalization will be going to give the relationship in between like for this main task and the supporting task. So include means it's like a mandatory one. So definitely it should be there. Like if he enter the username and password, then only he can log into it. If he is unable to enter the username and password, then he can't get into like he can't logging into that application. So these are the mandatory. And extend means like it is like not needed. For example, if I enter wrong password, right? If I enter wrong password, then I need to contact to the help desk. So it is like extend. So if I enter the right password, then I can log in easily, right? So I'm entering the right password and it will be login. So if I am entering a wrong password, then it will be going to be a, mentioned as you need to like contact to the help desk, right? So every time we will be not going to get the help desk, right? So here this will be this whatever the message we are getting, this will be not a mandatory. So it will be going to be appears when you are entering wrong details or else wrong credentials. Okay. And here see, now I'm giving the task. So this username and password will be going to be include. Why? Because if we are entering the username and password, then only we can log in. If we are not entering, then we can't log in, right? So for registration also, so I am telling you people that username, password, email, mobile number will be going to be like mandatory, and DOB like date of birth. So it is a mandatory one or else it is not a mandatory one, right? So if it is not a mandatory one or like DOB is not a mandatory one, then it will be going to be like extend. Okay. So if DOB is not a mandatory one, it will be going to be an extend. If it is mandatory, then it will be going to be include. So when we will be going to use this generalization means, so when we are giving some optional thing, for example, the thing should be done. Like for example, definitely that process should be done for a for that, and there you are giving some options. Okay, there you are giving some options, and if a user chooses one option, then only he can complete the main task. For example, we can say the payment. So for payment, so for example, you are buying something, okay? You want to order a food in Zomato or else Swiggy or else like Zepto. We are having Big Basket. So many things are there. So if you want to order food from there, so what is the process? First of all, you will log into it. First of all, you will register with your mobile number, right? And then you will be login directly. So already you are registering. And if you have login with your mobile number or else email, whatever it is, then you will be going for the product, like product catalog. It will be going to be called as product catalog, where all the products will be going to be visible, and you can search there whatever the product you need, like whatever the food you need. And then next you will be going to add to cart, or else already if you are having any favorites, like if you are a existing user. Okay, if you are an existing user already, you have that account like previously. Okay, and there will be a favorite section. So you will get into that favorite section and directly you will order the food. So if you want to order, you need to do the payment, then only the order will be confirmed, right? So here for ordering the food, the Zomato, Zepto, whatever the food delivery applications will be going to give UPI, cash on delivery, and cards, right? Or else like some other buy later and some other things will be going to give Zepto cash something, right? So they will be going to give some options to you. So you need to choose only one option. You can't choose two options over there. You need to choose only one and you need to proceed with the next step, right? So you can't choose two options, only one option you can choose, and you can get into the next step. That is like you will order will be going to be confirmed and the order will be going to delivered at that moment. You can it will be going to be given to you as per the options you have choose. For example, you have choose COD, cash on delivery. So when the delivery arrives at your home, you will pay to him, like the delivery boy, and you will be going to take your food. Or else if it is UPI, so you will be going to pay through that UPI like Phone Pay, Google Pay, Paytm, whatever it is, and the food will be going to deliver to your home and you will take it. And if it is cards also, you will pay through the cards like debit card or else credit card, right? So like that we are giving some optional. If we are using or if you are giving that such kind of optional things, you need to choose only one among those, then it will be going to be considered as generalization. Okay, so in a simple way, okay, in a simple example, so daily you are using this COEPD portal. In the COEPD only, we are telling you to write 26 online exams, right? So here 26 online exams, we are telling to write 26 online exams, but the main agenda is like you need to complete with 85%. So there the options will be going to given 26 options to you. You can choose only one among the 26, not at a time two things, right? So you will be going to choose one exam and you will complete it with 85%. So like that, the main task is 26 online exams you need to complete, but you need to choose only one among those 26 exams and you need to complete with 85%, right? So like that, when we are giving an optional thing to the user, then it will becomes under generalization. Okay, so the last one is communication lines. So these communication lines are given to the relationship for the to present the relationship for the actors and the essential use cases. So who are belongs to the essential use case? For example, the primary actor will be going to take responsible, like he will be going to initiate the login, registration, and payment. So this login and registration part, this two both parts will be going to take care by the DB admin. The secondary actor will be going to support to complete the main task. Whereas payment, so the payment will be going to have different people, like different person means there will be a payment gateway. Why the payment gateway will be going to be secondary actor means, so if we have chosen UPI, so it redirects to the phone pay. So phone pay is not belongs to our DB, so it belongs to different person's DB. So that will be going to be mentioned as payment gateway. Okay, So the secondary actor for the payment will be payment gateway. Okay, so when we are getting into the diagram, so it will be more understandable for you. Okay, so this is how the use case diagram will be going to draw by using the components like actor, use cases, system boundary, relationships. Okay, now let's getting into the activity diagram. So this activity diagram will be going to be, it is also a visual representation of how the system is, how the system flow works in system perspective. And here, this will be going to be user perspective. So here we will be going to mention use case diagram in the user perspective only. In the user point of view only, we will be going to represent. Whereas in the activity diagram, we will be going to mention in the system perspective, how the system should flow, like how it will be going to flow means. So we have discussed about login. So how it will be going to be. So when the username and the password entered, right, then only the login will be going to be happen. How the system works means when the person is entering the username and then the password, and then when you click on the login button, then only he will be getting into that application. So the step-by-step process, how the system flow is going on, we will be going to represent by using the activity diagram. Okay, in the system perspective, we will be going to show. And here also, we will be going to use some components like start node, end node, and decision box. Okay, and fork and join, next branch and merge. Okay, so we use this, and next we will be going to use the connections. Okay, so this will be going to be called as control flows. Okay, so when we are going to show this connections, we will be going to represent them as control flows. Okay, so the decision box, so it decides about the flow. Like for example, here when it comes to login, so if I enter the correct credentials, like username and password are correct, then only it will be going to get into the next page. So here see, so the username and the password you can see. So I am logging, I want to logging in it, so I have login, right? It redirects to next page. That means the login is successful, right? So if I entered the username in a wrong way, okay, so the username is wrong, and now if I want to log in, so it redirects to the same page and it represents as invalid username or password. So this flow we need to show to the technical team. In this way the system should respond. Okay, the system should respond in this way. So that's the reason we will be going to show them in a system perspective how the system flows should be. Okay, and coming to the fork and join. So when two parallel activities done at a time, then we will be going to show in the fork and join. And next, branch and merge. So we will be going to mention it in a optional. We will be going to branch like optional things and we will be merged at one place. Like for example, the payment only. We are giving the optional. So when he chooses one, then only the payment will be going to successful and order will be going to be like confirmed, right? So when we are getting into the diagrammatical, like I will show how to represent this also by using the tool called MS Visio. Okay, so here we use MS Visio for drawing this UML diagrams. So I am using this tool and I will be going to show about this diagrams how to draw. Okay, so coming to the MS Visio. So this is the MS Visio, and here we use activity collaboration. We are having all these things, but now I am using, first I will draw the use case diagram, and then we will be getting into the activity diagram. Okay, so here whatever the components we will be going to use, I will be going to show you. So the first one is like system boundary. Okay, so here this is how the system boundary looks. Here the system will be going to be represented. The system means the use cases will be going to be represented. So this is the main task. Let's discuss. This is the essential use case, and under that we are having some supporting use cases like this. Okay, and the actors. So here in this left side you can mention the primary actor, and in the right side you will be going to mention the secondary actor, the person who's supposed to complete the main task. And the extent will be going to be used for representing the use case, the supporting use case which is not mandatory. So it will be going to be represented in the upwards. Okay, so it will be representing in the upwards, and here you can see, like, you can't see the include, right? So in the place of include you can use uses. Okay, so the uses will be going to be represented in downwards. Okay, so the extend will be going to be downwards, and the uses will be going to extend will be going to be the upwards, and the uses will be going to be the downwards. Okay, and the communication lines. Okay, the communication lines will be going to represent this actor and the essential use case like this. Okay, so here let's start with one application. So I want to create one e-commerce website. Okay, so I want to create a e-commerce website, or else you people want to create a website. We will be going to take one name. So we will be going to take one name, that is Sunil. Okay, so Sunil want to create e-commerce website. Sunil shopping cart. Okay, so here you can see Sunil shopping cart. So Sunil is the person who belongs to our, like, in our team. He is there, like, in this 33 members he is the one person. So he want to create one application. So he is explaining his requirements. So I need to make understand to my technical team, right? So what kind of use case diagram I need to do, I will be going to represent here for you. Okay, so Sunil, he want to, like, create an application where the user should register to it, and then he need to log into it. Okay, the user should log into it, and the user should able to see the products and filter it and search it, and then he can add to the cart. And in that add to the cart, he must able to see the favorites, or else buy now, and then payment options, payment, and then order confirmation, order details, like that. Okay, so the first thing, the user should be register. So here I have dragged all these things. So you can drag and drop it here. Okay, it is drag and drop tool. You can drag and you can drop it here like this. Okay, so here I have mentioned the essential use case, right? So when you double click on it, okay, then you will be going to display this box. In this box, you can rechange, like, rename that box as register. So the first task is register, right? So I renamed it as a register. So for register, what are the like supporting use cases we need to give? Can you tell from your end? Yeah, Sunil. So we are having 30 members, right? Yeah, people. So from your end, I need answers. Like what kind of, so as of we have discussed, these will be going to be. Yeah. Datta Solanke, Amir, Kumari, Yeah, registration name, email, phone number. Yeah. Yeah, thank you. Thank you each and every person who is responding. So it is very good. Renuka, Prashant, thank you very much. So I got from your end so many answers. So here I will be going to give like name, and next one is password, and next one is email, and next one will be going to be mobile number. Okay. So I want to give these things, and the other one is DOB. Okay. DOB, date of birth. So here what are belongs to extend, what are belongs to include, I want to get answers from your end. Yeah, guys, come on. Yeah, guys, DOB is extend. Sharon. Yeah, Sharon, yeah. So we have giving these options to the user, right? So in this, what are the include and what are the extend use cases are there? The supporting use cases. Yeah, Chitresh. Yeah, good Chitresh, Prashant. Yeah, thank you. Thank you guys. Thank you for responding. Yeah, DOB will be going to be extend because it is an optional thing. So he might be get like he can give his date of birth or not is user wish. Okay. And coming to the password will be going to be include. So I'm using this include arrow uses, and next one is email. It will be going to be must. So mandate number. Okay. So the next one will be going to be login. Okay. So now we will be going to give login, right? So I need from your end what are the three supporting use cases we can give for the login? Yeah, guys. Yeah, Chitres, very good. Pooja Patel, yes, very good. Yeah, Renuka, you got, but here we are having three, right? So the first one will be username, and the next one password, and next one forgot password. Okay. So these three, and in this, I want to give the relationship. Now, what are the relationships we can give for these three? Yeah, Pooja. Yes, very good. Thank you very much, Pooja. You got it. So these two are username and password are like include because these two are mandatory. And forgot password, it is not a mandatory because we might be get used or not. That is when it is like wrong credentials we have entered, then only it should be like option we need to give that forgot password. Okay. So this is how we will be going to represent about the login. So after login, as we discussed, we need to show the products. So that will be going to be named as product catalog. Okay, product catalog. So in this product catalog, I want to give options like search and filter, and next one add to cart. So here for this three, what we can give? What relationship we can give from your end? I want to know. Yeah, Chitresh, very good. All three are extend. Yeah, I got only one answer. Yeah, Renuka, very good. Praveen, Pavitra, yes, yes. Thank you for responding, guys. Thank you very much. So all three will be going to be extend. Why means, so he can directly go to the search, or else he can directly filter. So it is not a mandatory thing that he need to do only these kind of things, right? Or else he can directly get into the add to cart if he is an existing user, right? And the next thing is add to cart. So in this add to cart, so I'm giving two options. One is like buy now, and the other one is favorites. So for this, what are the relationships we can give? Yeah, I got correct answer from the Renuka. So extend. Both are extend. Yes, Praveen. Both are extend. Praveen, Prashant, Vishnu, Vigneshwara, Vishnu. Yes, yes, guys. Thank you very much. The other people also responding. Yeah, thank you. But this people like they have answered the correct one. So both will be going to be extend. Why? Because here why means, so if already I have, like, see, when you are going to application like Amazon, so you will be going to get into favorites, like you will be going to add some favorite list for you, whatever the products you want to buy later. So you will be going to adding into the favorites one, and you will be going to leave that. So when time comes, like you have money at that moment, so you want to buy that, directly you will not search for that products, right? You will be getting into the favorite options, and you will be going to buy directly, right? You will do the payment, and it will be going to be. If you want to buy instantly, then only you will choose the buy now. That is also like not a mandatory thing, like you need to go to that buy now only. Directly you will be going to buy at a time, or else like favorites. So it's like an optional. So we will be going to give, it's like an extend one only. Okay, so if you have added to the favorites, okay, so if you have added to the favorites, and next process will be going to be payment, you need to do the payment. So what are the options we have discussed previously? Yes, Samir. UPI, COD, and cards. Yeah, Sunil, very good. Prashant, very good. Yeah, thank you for responding, Sunil, Prashant, Pavitra. Thank you so much. Thank you guys for responding. So for this, now we discussed previously, right? What kind of relationship we can give? So if this answers who said he is listening properly. Yes, Pooja Patel. Yes, very good. Yes, Pavitra. Good. Renuka and Datta Solanke. So these are not extend. Okay. So Amir, very good. Yeah, this will be going to be a generalization. So I got answer from Pooja first, Sharanya Pooja. So these people, they have mentioned this answer very well, and they have mentioned their answers in the chat box for the first. Okay. So here we don't have any kind of generalization. You can see the component, there is no generalization. So listen carefully how we need to make it as generalization. So directly you can take this extend, okay, and keep it here and double click on it. When you double click on it, here you can see the stereotype. So it shows as extend. So, and like above the extend, we are having a plain box. You need to choose that plain box. So then it will be going to be displayed a no text like empty box. So this will be going to be become generalization. We don't have any generalization option, but the generalization option will be going to be mentioned above, like the arrows will be going to be above. Okay, up towards upwards, towards up. So that's the reason we will be going to use that extend, and in that extend we can change the text as empty. So when the stereotype we have changed as empty box, then it will be going to be act like a generalization. Okay. So here also for this also I am using the same thing. Okay. I'm taking the extend, double clicking on that and changing the stereotype as empty box. Right. So like this, we will be going to give payment one as generalization. Okay. So once the payment is done, what they will be going to get order details, right? Order details. So once we done with the payment, the order details will be going to be get to the mobile number and email, right? So why? Because we have registering with our email and mobile number. So that's the reason the order details will be going to get mobile number to the as SMS and email to the mail ID, right? So I need what relationship we can give. Yeah, guys, I got answers from three persons only, and Amir and Datta Solanke. They have answered well. They mentioned right answers, that is include. And Sunil, this will be not an extend. Why? Because this is mandatory thing that user gets. Definitely they will be going to get SMS and email when the payment is done. The order details will be going to be sent. That's the reason it will be going to be include. Okay. Yeah, Sharanya, Pooja Patel. Okay. Include. Yes. Vigneshwara. Yes. Thank you guys. Thank you. You are responding. All the people, Prashant and Vigneshwara, Pooja, Renuka, Sharanya, all people are doing well. So I think you are understanding all these concepts. So here the actors are there. Now we need to renaming this actor by double clicking on it as user. So he belongs to like customer, the user, and here the secondary actor will be going to be DB admin. Okay. So DB admin will be going to be responsible to complete this task. So whenever you are giving a relationship for the actor and the essential use case, it should be given from the hand only. Okay. So remember, this should be given from the hand like this. Okay. The endpoint should be from the hand. Got it? Yeah, Sunil. For here we are making understand to the people. That's the reason we are given email and mobile number as mandatory thing. Most of the applications they need email and the mobile number because most of the e-commerce website they need. So you can customize. See if but email and mobile number is mandatory. Most of the people they are telling to link with your email. As of you can see like each and everything like if you are using Instagram or else if you are using any WhatsApp also it is like mentioning that definitely you need to link with email, right? So that's the reason we are telling people like this email and the password is also mandatory. Notifications. Yeah, definitely it will be going to. Yes, last stage notification. Definitely it will be. Definitely if you are if order details are there. So once you order in the Zomato or Flipkart, whatever it is. So if you have given email and mobile number, the SMS will be going to appears for you, the order details. So if you order something from Lenskart, okay, like recently I ordered my opticals from the Lenskart. So I got a mail and I got an SMS to my WhatsApp, like the order tracker, like order details I got. Yeah, definitely it will be. That's the reason it will be an include. And here the product catalog is also will be going to done by the user. And here this you can see that line is coming in between the supporting use case. So to represent in a good way, here what we will be going to do means we can right click on this line and we will be going to get the right angle connector. So you can use the right angle connector. It will be going to displayed in this way. Okay. So the endpoints will be going to be represented in the rectangle like this right angle connector. Okay. And the DB admin will be responsible for this. So here also in the same way, I'm using the right angle connector. So to represent in a good way. Okay. And after that, add to cart also in the similar way, I'm using the user will be going to get add to cart, use the add to cart, and DB admin will be responsible for this. Okay. And next one will be the payment. Okay. So whatever the connections you are giving, it should be from the hand only, right? So make it from the hand itself, here it from here onwards. And here for the payment, the supporting actor will be going to be changed the payment gateway. Okay. So the payment gateway will be going to be supporting actor. And here, as I said, the secondary actor might be a person or else a system. So now I want to show some example that is like order details will be going to be handled by the delivery partners. Okay. So the secondary actor will be delivery partners. Okay. Delivery partners. And here the delivery partner will be going to be take responsible to deliver and sending the order details. Okay. So in this way, we will be going to represent the use case diagram to the technical team. So technical team will be understanding about this, like user will be interacting with the system in this way. So we are giving what are the essential use case like register, login, product catalog, add to cart, payment, and order details. So why we are explaining about each and everything means Yeah, seller will be going to be belongs to like shopping cart. See, if he tie up with Adidas and all the people, different kind of people, they can also get their details. Like they can also get the website or login credentials, and they can insert their products into it. But whereas we are creating our own shopping cart, right? So I'm explaining about our own shopping cart. Okay. So here, this is how we will be going to explain to them. Okay. So the user, how the user is interacting with the system. Okay. What are the essential use cases and what are the supporting use cases are there. And by looking into this, somewhat he can understand about how the actor is interacting with the system. Okay. So here you can see look into this and you can understand about how the actor is or else how the user is interacting with the system. And let's get into the so if you have any doubts you can ask in this use case and activity diagram. So sorry, use case diagram. Does the shopping cart doesn't include supply chain management? The supply chain management where see Sharanya, if you want to add the secondary people, like for example, here Sunil, he is only manufacturer. Okay, he is shopping mall. He is the one who manufacturer all the products. If he tie up with Adidas, Nike, Lee Cooper, like other companies also, then another actor we will be going to mention here. He will be going to be manufacturer, and we use inheritance like this. We can choose inherits and manufacturer. So this manufacturer will can also register, login, and here he will be going to get other things. Like he will be going to add products. Like how the user is like searching for the products. Manufacturer will be going to add the products. So we will be going to give another use case. Okay, add products, and he will be going to add the price, product name, and how much quantity he is having, like this. Okay. So, but why we are giving the inherits means here you can see register and login. So the manufacturer also register and login, right? And he can also see the payment, whether it is done or not. So that's the reason we are giving inherits. Like rather than using another register and login, directly we are giving inherits. Inherits means like you understand about OOA. So object oriented approach. So in that we will be going to have inheritance. So the parent class will be going to be there and the child class will be going to take some properties from the parent class. So it's like kind of, see, your parents are there. Your parents are having like some properties like house and some land. So you will be going to get that properties. How you will be going to get? Because you are the children's for like you are the children's of your parents. Sorry, you are the childrens of your parents, right? So they will be going to get, you will be going to get their properties, some properties. Like if you are having siblings, so that land will be going to be belongs to your sibling, and the house will be going to be belongs to you, or else you will be going to like divide those things into two parts and you will be going to take the two parts 50-50, like that. Here also inherits means the manufacturer is taking some properties like register and login. So that's the reason we will be going to mention as inherits. So any doubts from your end? So if it is clear, then I can continue with the activity diagram. Yeah, Datta. Yeah, Datta Solanke. Yes, we need to prepare the document, functional requirement specification document to them. So by using that document, they will be going to understand. But if we are giving this diagram to them, so it will be easier for to understand to the technical team. Functional requirements means it should be mentioned in a different way. So they will be going to write it down. User should able to log in. So they will write the sentence. They will not show in the diagrammatical way. Okay, here we are showing the diagrammatical way. Yeah. So generalization is nothing but we are giving an options here. For payment, we are giving three options. In these three options, you need to choose one to complete the task. So the main task is completing the payment. So when we complete the payment, then only we can move forward. That means like we can get the order details. So to complete the task, we are giving options to the user. We are not telling mandatorily you need to choose the UPI only. So we are giving options like UPI, COD, cards. So in this three, only one he can choose and he can proceed for the next step. Okay. So when we are giving optional things to the user, there we can use generalization. Okay. See, Sunil, one thing I want to tell. So you are telling that developers are so dumb. Dumb means, see, first of all, nowadays we are having AI, right? So with by using this AI's Postman, you are telling all these kind of things, and they will be going to understand. Developers are so upgraded and those things. Why we are making you to understand all these things means, see, for example, you went for an organization like Infosys, and the Infosys they build one project 20 years back only. They build one application and it is not running now. Okay, if it is not running, okay, if it is not running, and they have mentioned like they have appointed you as a BA to improve that application, so they will be going to, they will be not telling you anything. Okay, they will not tell this is the main agenda, this is what we have created this application. They will not tell anything at the time. There is you don't know about that application is developed like that, right? So they will give only the documentation part for you. Previously what they used to do means they used to draw the UML diagrams to make understand people, and prototypes, okay, wireframes to make understand to the stakeholders. So you need to look into the documents at that time. If you look into the documents, will you understand about all these things? No, right? So if you learn from the roots, then only you can understand what exactly they are telling to you. Okay, so that's the reason every document is important and everything from the roots is important. Yeah, you are telling that AI share to AI and we can know about all these things. But AI can also not define, right? Few things. AI will not tell the particular thing. This is what. How much percentage the accuracy is there about AI? AI is not telling each and everything right. Based on the module they are inserting to it, it will be going to be giving the answers. So 100% surety is not there, right? Yeah, you are telling that 97 part is correct, but that 3%, if you have done that 3% mistake, if you have done that 3% mistake, there is a chance that you will they will be not going to be added for the next stage, and you will be going to be terminated. Is it there any chance, right? Then so you need to learn from the scratch, whatever it is. If you learn from the scratch, then only you will be going to understand, you will make the wonders. So without learning anything from the scratch, if you are going with AI, so AI can give only few answers at that moment. So many of the news channels you can see, like in the Google Maps also. See, they are going by using the Google Maps, but whenever they are moving forward, there is a dumb area. When they are going forward, they thought that there is a road, but there is no road over there. So Google Maps also, it is not accurate, right? So that's the reason we are explaining from the scratch. So if you know from the scratch, it will be helpful for you only. Okay. So learn from the scratch. Don't depend on AI. So AI will be going to use in every part of your life from nowadays. But mostly don't depend on AI. If you depend on it, so you may get faster by using AI, but the decision making will be going to be wrong. Okay. So that's the reason AI cannot dominate business analyst. AI can dominate developers, testers, and whatever the other people, sales also. But business analyst should be there in every company to get the requirements and to analyze it. To make better decision, business analyst will be going to be there. There is a 100% surety that in future, business analyst will be going to be there rather than developers. Okay. So learn from the scratch. It will be going to be easier for you. So don't think that I can use AI, I can go with AI. You can go, but not 100%. You can go with only 50%, 60%. That's it. Okay. So now let's go with the next thing. So Amir, you have explained about this. You want to know about these things, right? So these are not usable for us for now. Only we use uses, inherits, extend. That's it. Okay. So let's go with the activity diagram. I'm inserting a new page here. Okay. So in this, we will draw the activity diagrams. So before drawing the activity diagram, here we can use some components as we discussed. So this will be going to be initial node. We will be going to mention as a start node, and this will be going to be final node. Okay. And this will be going to be action state. Okay. So in this action state, we will be going to mention about the action, what action we are doing. And this will be the control flow. We will be going to show the connections like this. Okay. And for decision making, we will be using this decision box. And here you can see fork and join. This will be going to be fork and this will be going to be join. Okay. And branch and merge, we use so the same diamond box. And I will show the difference. What is the difference and merge as we are using the same rhombus shaped box. Okay. So now let's start with the normal flow. Here I will be going to explain four types. One is like normal flow, and the next one is decision box, and next how to use the fork and join, and next one branch and merge. Okay. So let's go with the normal flow, that is registration. So the user wants to register, so I am using register. For register, what are the things we need to use means the username, you need to enter his username, and next one is like password, and the next one will be going to be email, and the next one will be going to be mobile number. Okay. So here we need to show the flow like a normal flow, how the user will be going to do, how the system will be going to. Okay. In the system perspective. So here you can see the system will be going to responding for the registration. After entering the username, you need to enter the password, and then you need to enter the email, and next mobile number. Okay. And we will be going to end with the final node that indicates the flow gets ended. Okay. So these are the activities will be going to done by the user, and the system will be going to be performed accordingly. So that's the reason we will be going to show the flow in this way by using the control flows. Like register, for registration, username, password, email, and mobile number will be going to be mentioned. So DOB is not a mandatory, so I did not mention. So if you want, you can mention, but you can show normal flow like this. Okay. And next, coming with the next one is, so I will be going to use the decision box. How to use the decision box means I will be going to start with the initial node, and so I want to take the example of login. So how we use the login means, so for login, what we need to do means we need to enter the username, right? And we need to enter the password. Okay, password, and this will be username. And here I'm using the decision box. Okay, so first of all, I will be going to use this control flows to show the flow and the connections. Okay, so here the decision box will be going to be make a decision that user is successfully logged in or not. So if he entered correct credentials, okay, he will be going to be successfully log into the home page, log into the application. So here I will be going to mention as success. Okay, and the final state I'm going to mention it as why he will be going to logging into that application. Okay, so here what's make the difference for that and this means, here when it comes to after decision box, we need to double click on it and we need to use the guard condition. That guard condition represent about the flow. So if the credentials are valid, okay, so in the flow it shows if credentials are valid, then successfully will be going to register. If credentials are invalid, then we need to show another flow that will be going to be redirect to the login page. Okay, here also you can use right angle connector. Okay, and here also you can use guard condition. Click on the guard and here mention as invalid. Okay, so like this you can show the flow. If username password is valid, then successfully you have logged into it. If the credentials are invalid, then it redirects to the login page. Okay, so here you can see the arrows, how the flow it indicates, right? So if it is valid, so successfully completed, and the final state, it will be going to be ended here with the end node, final state. If it is invalid, again it redirects to the login page. Okay, so this is how we will be going to show the system flow, how the system works and its flow. Okay, and the next example, I will be going to use the fork engine, how to use the fork engine. Before that, I will use the branch and merge. So for the branch and merge, I am taking the example of payment. Why this payment means? So here for payment, what are the options we are giving? It acts like a branch. Like how it acts like branch means we are giving options, like we are branching the options. Okay, so like this we are branching the options for the user. We are giving an option to the user. Okay, so before that I need to branch it. I need to display at one place to that. So I am using the same decision box here. So I am using the connector like this, control flow. Okay, so here you can see I have branched the three options like UPI. So like last time we discussed what are the options we can give, COD and cards. He need to choose only one, then only he will be going to get the order details. So I am branching and merging at one place. I have branched and now I am merging at one place like this. Yeah, you can use three or more. How many you want, you can draw. Okay, you can use three or more than three or else six, whatever it is. So if he have chosen at the end, what he need to get? Anyone from your end? They same decision box. Here you are branching, okay, and here you are merging. So if he chooses UPI or COD, yeah, payment successful. Sunil, yes, correct. Payment successful. He need to get. If he have chosen, yep, yes, Pooja, yes, good. So if he had chosen UPI, so if he entered like wrong PIN number, okay, or else if he had chosen card, if he had entered wrong card details, so it redirects again to the payment page, right? So that's the reason again I am using the decision box here. So it shows about the flow. If the details are correct, then only he will be going to get success. Okay. So for this, what we need to do here, we need to double click and use the guard condition. If payment is done, okay, payment is done, he will be going to get the success and we will be going to stop it with the final node. No, we can't use one box. We are giving options here. So we are giving an option. So we are branching. See, if we are having a tree, for that tree we are having three branches. So we can choose one branch where so many fruits are there. Yes, it is available. Slash is available. Then we are branching, man, here. So we are having some terms and conditions. Okay. So if electricity man came to your house and he is telling that give 1 lakh rupees because you have used electricity, will you give? So according to the meter, you will be going to give, right? Here also we are having certain rules and regulations. With that rules and regulations only we need to give about this branch and merge. That's the reason we use the components. Okay. We are having so many things, but why we are using means, so we are having some rules and regulations here. Based on that only we need to use. So you are into which domain, Sunil? Like like previously you are experienced or else like you are working or else you are a student? Yeah, health tech IT as product owner. So you are a IT man, right? Like you are a developer or whatever it is. So why you are using modules there? Why you need to use modules? Directly you can write code, right? Why to write the modules like java dot io dot like that? Why you are using that sentence? So here also same. Okay, here also exactly the same. So here we can go with the same thing, right angular connector, and we can show if payment is unsuccessful or else invalid payment. Yeah, this is what the difference, Kumari. no, we can't write anything like no need of writing anything here. Okay, no need of writing anything here, Chitresh. Just we can show the difference about branch and merge and decision boxes. So under the decision box, we are using the guard condition, as you can see. Whereas branch and merge, here you are using the options like this. So under the branch, are you using any guard conditions? No, right? If you are using the guard condition, then it will be going to become a decision box. Okay, so you can use this decision box only. Here you are having, right? You can use the decision box. When you are using under decision box the one guard condition, then it will be going to be decision box. If you are using the same component for the branch, and if you are not using, then it acts like a branch, and here it ends like a merge. Here you are merging at one place, right? So it will be merge. Okay, so in this way you will be going to show the next flow, right? And now let's get into the next thing is fork and join. So for fork and join, I will be going to use the order details. Why order details means the both works are done parallelly. Once the payment is successfully done, order is confirmed, then you will be going to get both the things parallelly. That is what SMS to your phone number or mobile number and email to your mail ID. Both the works will be going to done parallelly. So in this scenario, we will be going to use fork. So as of about fork, most of the people fork you will use for the Maggie on, or else you will be going to use for plucking the fruits. So it for the fork, you will be having three stems, like three sticks. Parallelly, it will be going to get into the fruit when you want to pluck it. So the works will be going to done parallelly. If the work or workflow is done parallelly, then we use fork and join. Okay. So here we are using the fork for the order details like this. So here how the fork is represented in the component section, in the same way we will also represent this. Okay. So both the flows are done parallelly like this. Okay, and it will be going to be joined at one place in this way. Okay, how the join it will be going to represent in the same way we are representing. And here for whom it will be going to be confirmed, like order details will be going to send for the user. So successfully sent, so we will be going to mention it as sent to customer or else to user. Send to user. Okay, and it will be going to be represented the final state as end point. Okay, so for every parallel works we use fork, and it will be going to be joined at one place, and it will be going to send to the person or else for the system, whatever it is. So like this we can use fork and join. Okay, so this is how we will be going to represent the activity diagrams. So any doubts for this use case and the activity diagrams? So if you are having any doubts, you can ask. So if you want to take 5 minutes of break, you can take. And in this 5 minutes of break, I will be going to resolve whatever the doubts you are having. Yes, BA uses use case and activity diagrams, Ravan. BA uses. That's the reason we are here to teach you about the use case diagrams and activity diagrams. So he will be going to draw it. Yes, we will use MS Visio tool. Yeah, if it is parallelly done, we can use fork and join. So here the order details will be going to send parallelly at a time, right? To the like through SMS to the mobile number and through email to the email ID which you have given. Yes, Ravan, wait, we will be getting into the wireframe mockup, other things also. Sorry, Arifa, I did not get. Yes, definitely. This diagrams also will be going to be given to the technical team. See, most of the people getting like why these diagrams are sent and all those things. Why? Because at least you need to understand about use case activity diagrams. If they are using waterfall model, most of the organization they use either waterfall model or else they use agile scrum model. If they are using waterfall model, uh, because they want to build a project or else application from the scratch, so they need to have a proper documentation for the future generation, like future, in future if they got any doubt, so they need to have the documents to for referring purpose. So at that moment, so from the scratch, if they are building the documents, so it will be easier to understand in future. So if they are having any problem with the application or else if they want to change any format, so they can refer to the document and they can do it, right? So at that moment, they need to have each and every document. So at that moment in the document, you need to paste this use case and activity diagrams also. Okay, that's the reason you need to learn about this. Or else if it is an existing application which is built before, like as I said to the Sunil 10 years back or else 15 years back, so now they want to rebuild it. At that moment, how it is possible? They will be going to send you the documents, not they will not make you understand about that thing, because you are a business analyst, you need to analyze each and everything. So in that, it might be going to be helpful for you. Let's get into the next thing is like wireframes, mockups and prototypes. So wireframes is nothing but we will be going to, so it is like a rough sketch. Okay. So it is like a rough sketch which is drawn by using pen or pencil. Okay. So it is mostly used when client is giving requirements. For example, now I am telling you to create one application. So that application, the website looks like this. So one box should be, and here they need to get the logo, and here the login should be like this. So here the logo will be like this, and here they need to get the box and username, password like this they need to get. So like this kind of things I am client. So this BA will be going to draw a rough sketch, okay, to understand what client want to tell us. Okay, so those will be going to be comes under wireframes, and it will be going to be drawn by the pen or pencil. And nowadays they are looking forward for the technology, and they are using Balsamiq tool for this. So just they are using the Balsamiq tool. So I will be going to make understand you how to use Balsamiq, and this Balsamiq is used for mostly for the mockups. But so when you are not using any colors and not adding any links to the pages, then it will be going to be a wireframe. So when they are asking in interviews also, if they are asking about wireframe, it is like a rough sketch which is drawn by using pen or pencil. Okay, tell about this thing, it will be enough. And coming to the mockup, so mockups are like advanced level of wireframes. Here we use tool called Balsamiq to create mockups. Okay, so we use Balsamiq. So it is like visual representation. Okay, so how UI should be. So we use some colors, we add some colors and links, like we say as navigations. Okay, so how these colors will be going to be added, how the navigations will be going to be added, I will let you know while using the tool. So we use the Balsamiq tool for this. And coming to the prototype, so prototype, it is very advanced. So it is high fidelity diagrams. Okay, so it is high fidelity diagrams which is created to make understand to tech team in a clear way by adding navigations, and we will give some by adding navigation, and we will be going to add some colors. Okay, and we will be going to show to clients before starting the development. Okay, so why we can show client means it will be it will be like real-time application. Okay, so the client can feel he is using a real application. Okay, so he will be going to be like use like a real-time application by creating the prototypes. Okay, and the wireframes will be going to be done by the BA only. Okay, so this will be going to be done by BA. Okay, and coming to mockups, so here BA will be going to draw, but he will take the help of UI and UX people, and this BA and developers. Okay, so developers can also involve by creating the prototypes. Okay, so now let's get into the mockup. Okay, now let's get into the mockup. Here the mockup will be going to be drawn by the by using the Balsamiq tool. So this Balsamiq tool is okay, so he is like senior Adobe developer. So he created the Balsamiq for creating the mockups where it shows or represent about the application user interface. Okay, and prototype is created in advanced level. Here we use Azure RP. Okay, so So here we use Azure RP for creating the prototype. So in this Azure RP is developed by using, yeah, mockup means it is a visual representation of the user interface, how the user interface should looks like. So it is like a normal picture to make understand to the UI people. Okay, UI designers, interface design people will be going to be there in the organization. So design developers, they will write the code. Okay, so those people should also understand about what they need to develop, right? So to make them understand, we use this mockups. Okay, and this Azure RP will be going to be used for creating the prototypes. Prototypes are somewhat advanced level. Here it feels, so we can feel we are using some real time application. Okay, so we can use like navigations, conditions we can give and coloring. So we use some advanced technology over there. So it is written, this application is developed by HTML and the CSS. So they have used this both things for creating the Azure. Okay, so I will be going to make you understand about each and every tool, how to use it. And when we need to use means mockup will be going to use. So in every phase, like every phase means, so like if they want to add some features, okay, to an existing application, at that time they can use mockup. So if they are developing from the scratch, so they will be going to use prototype to make understand to the client that this is how the exact application looks like. Okay, so prototypes are mostly done for the scratch projects. Okay, building. So let's get into the Balsamiq. So now I am using the Balsamiq tool. So here in this Balsamiq, as you can see, these are the mockups we will be going to create in the Balsamiq. And wireframes also we can create, but we should not add any colors. We can use the components. So already I said like we can use, but uh, like when we are creating a rough sketch, okay. So sketch with pen or pencil, we can use it. But later on, if you want to convert into like a visual representative like digitally, so you can use Balsamiq, but don't you add any colors and the navigations to it. So navigations means I will be going to make you understand here, right? So these are the components you can use. So we are having the buttons, okay, containers, and we are having some text, symbols, icons. We are having so many icons. So you can use all these icons and all those things. And these are the pages we will be going to create. And here we can give whatever the things like adding some colors like that. And here you can see the search. We can search what we want to develop. Okay, so if you want to use any text boxes, so here if I mention a text, so it will be going to give whatever the text we need like this. Okay, so now I want to create same application, but now I will be going to use the other name. So I will be going to use yeah, so we will be going to create one application for Puja. Okay, so now Puja want to create or is build an application. So here same application, like I am changing the name. Okay, so for that I want to use this browser. Okay, so or else you can use like this search box browser, and you can use the browser. You can select, if you select, the browser will be going to become. Okay, so you can use this browser, and I am resizing it. You can resize it, and if you want to mention your HTTP link. So you can double click on it and you can write. So this belongs to Puja shopping cart, right? So I'm mentioning Puja shopping cart. Okay, this is registration page. So I'm mentioning as register, okay, .com, right? So this is a registration page. We can mention like this, add the text for it. So here, if you want to add color to it, so if you want to add color to it, so you can click on it, and here you will be going to get background color, okay, and you can add whatever the color you want. So what color I need to add? So I need from your end. Yeah, guys, which color I need to choose? Yeah, is this okay? Yeah, most of the people they are telling blue. Yeah, I'm using the blue. And if you want a border style also, you can add the border style like this. Okay. So based on whatever the things you need, you can add. So I'm using like this only. So if you want to add border style like this, you can add the border style. Okay. So now for registration, what I need to give for the user means, so he need to see the logo, right? For mentioning the logo, I'm using the image. Okay, so I'm searching for the image and I got this image box. So if you want to add any image, you can double click on it. Okay, and you can add image. So I'm using this image. Okay, so just I'm using normal image like this. Okay, so if you want, you can also use whatever the image you want. So just for your understanding purpose, I am using this image as a logo. Okay, and next thing, here I want to add some text, that this will be a registration page. So I'm using this text. In this text here you can see the some text. So I'm dragging it and I'm dragging it and dropping it here. I'm writing down it as register page. Okay. So or else just I will be going to mention as register only. Okay, if you want to add any color to it, or else if you want to make bold, you can bold, and if you want to resize, you can resize by using this. Okay, so if you want to add any color to it, you can add like this. Okay, so black is far better. I am using the black only. So this is a register page. Okay, so if you want to align also, you can align in a good way. And now I want to give some text input boxes to enter the name, password, email, mobile number like that. Okay. So for that, here you can see text input boxes. So here I am using this text input boxes and to enter username. So the user will be going to enter his username here, and next will be going to be password. Okay. Next he can enter email, and next can enter mobile number. Okay, like this you can enter email. So now I want to showcase that some in this, all these boxes are like mandatory. All right, so I want to write a text. Okay, I want to write a text like this. Okay, so I am making a text like this. Star items are mandatory, and I am adding a star here. Okay, so this one will be going to be in the red color because this is highlighted part, right? So I want to highlight it and I am using a star mark here. So that indicates the user that this is mandatory. So we need to enter it definitely. Okay. And now I want to add another box that is DOB. So for DOB, I don't want to add any star mark. Okay. I don't want to add any star mark. So it is not a mandatory one. So I am not adding anything. Okay. So here, after entering username, password, email, mobile number, and DOB, so he need to get a login button, right? I am going to buttons, and here you can see the button. So drag it and drop it here. This button will be going to be as register. Okay. And for this also you can add colors. For text input boxes also you can add the colors. Okay. So like this I am adding some color to highlight it. So for register also I am adding some color. I'm adding this red color to highlight it. Okay. So now this is register page, how it should be looks like. Okay. So I am creating a simple mockups to make you understand. Okay. And here you can see I can rename this. So when you click on, when you right click on this page, and here you will be going to get rename. So I am renaming it as register. Okay. So the same page I want to duplicate. So the duplicate page is like appeared here, and I want to rename this as login. Okay. So I renamed it, and in this I want to delete this email, mobile number, and DOB because these all are not required, and I want to change this as login. Okay. And here I want to add some other text, that is forgot password. Okay. And this one should also in a different color. So I'm using like this. Okay. And here I am renaming this as login. And if you want to change here, you can change this also as login. Okay. So this is how the login page looks like. And next I want to duplicate the same page. Here I want to make this as product catalog. Okay. So I am removing this all the page, all the things, right? So here in this product catalog, I want to add some products. So products like pants, shirts, okay, and shoes. I want to take only 3 products for now. So I want to add some products. So if you want to add some products, so you can use images. Okay. So you can use the images like this. Okay. And here you can mention some com box. Okay. So this in this com box, you can mention about the sizes of the shirts like S, M, L, XL, sorry, X, XL, like this. Okay. And the same thing I will be going to use for the pants also. And for shoes also in the same way, I will be going to add here. Okay. But the shoe size will be going to be different, like 32, 34, 36, 38, like that. Okay. So like this, we will be going to mention if you want to add color for this. So you can add some colors like this, borders. Okay. So it will be going to be in a good way. Dark colors. Yeah. Okay. And here, if you want to add any boxes like check boxes, so you can choose the buttons here and you can add the checkbox. Okay. So here I am using this as select. So if you want to select this, you can select it. So I will be going to pasting it here like this. Okay, you can choose whatever it is. And now I want to add some text here to represent this. What exactly this? So this will be going to be shirts. Okay. And the same thing I will be going to mention here. This will be going to be pants. And here as shoes. Okay. So they can select whatever the items they need. Okay. So here, if they selected, that means it will be going to be add to cart. So if they want to add into the favorite list, so they can add into the favorite list. That for that you can add another icon box and you mention it as favorites. Okay. So now I am not mentioning. Okay, just you can mention later. Okay, if you want to represent each and everything. So I just want to like make you understand how to use it. Okay. So this will be going to be renaming as add to cart page. Okay. And here also in the rename, I will be going to renaming the page as product catalog. Yeah, product catalog. So the same page, I'm duplicating this. So this will be going to be add to cart page. I'm renaming this add to cart. Okay. So here I have selected only one like let's think I have selected two things like that is shirts and pants. So I want to remove this. Okay. So I am removing and I am just adding the colors that it was selected. Okay. So these both the things are selected, right? And now the next page will be going to be buying these products. So for buying these products, so here I will be going to duplicate the same page. Okay. And I'm removing all these things. Okay. Now this page will be going to be a payment page. So in this payment page, what I need to do means, so what are the things are there like previously we discussed about some UPI like that, right? So that whatever the boxes like UPI box we need to mention and cards and COD. So here I can choose the check boxes or else here I can use some radio buttons. Okay. So I'm using radio buttons. Already I've used check boxes. Okay. So I'm using this three radio buttons and I am renaming this as UPI. Okay, so these are very simple pages. So if you want to add new pages, you can add if they enter like UPI, so it will be going to be redirect to the next page and they need to display phone pay or Google Pay like that. Okay, so these are very simple pages I'm creating. So later on you can try at your own. Okay, so once they have selected one among these three, so they need to get, here I will be going to mention it as payment page. So once they have entered, like when they are selected only one thing among these three, so they can pay now. When they are clicking this pay now button, Okay, so they have completed successfully the payment. They need to get order details. So I am duplicating the same page, and this page it will be going to be renamed as order details. Okay, so here I will be going to remove all these things, and I am using here, we are having the text list. Okay, so you can use list, okay, or else you can use the text area. So in this text area you can type whatever the order details it's available. Okay, so all the order details will be going to be there here itself. You can add the background color, whatever the background color you want. And here I'm mentioning this as back. So back to products page. So when we click on this back, it will be going to be back to the products page. Okay, so now if you want to represent to anyone this, so you can use this presentation button. Okay, so here you can see the presentation button. When you click on this presentation button, it appears in this way and you can represent to them. Okay, so here we have created the pages, but we need to add the navigations also. As of I said before previously that we can add the navigations. Okay, so now I did not added any navigations. So when we are not added any navigations, here you can see, so just we will be going to represent only this page. So when we are added any navigations to the buttons, like if they click on this button, it should redirect to the next page, that is login. Okay, so now I am adding the navigations. For that, click on this register button, and here you can see links. So in this links, under this links, there is no link for that button. So you need to create a link. So if you clicked on that button, it should redirect to what page? So the next page is login, right? So I am selecting the login. So like that, go to the login page, and here also in the same way, add the link that should be redirect to the product catalog. Here also in the add to cart, that should be redirect to the add to cart page. And in the add to cart page, in the same way, so it redirects to the payment page. And when it comes to payment page, so it redirects to the order details. And when it comes to order details, the back button, it should be navigated to the products page. Okay, so this is mockup. So guys, this is mockup because we are adding the colors and we are adding the navigations. If you are not adding any navigations and colors, it will be going to looks like a wireframes. Okay, so actually the wireframes are like rough sketches, but for digitalizing these kind of things, you can use this Balsamiq also, but don't use the colors and all those things. That will be a wireframe. So in future in the capstones, if they are asking about wireframes, you can use the Balsamiq. But wireframes which are drawn in a paper, okay, it is like a rough sketch. Okay, now if I want to represent, so I can click on this representation page, and this is like Puja shopping cart. So registration page looks like this, and the logo will be going to be appeared here, and user can able to see the mandatory things like username, password, email, mobile number, date of birth. He can enter all these details, and when he click on register, he redirects to the next page, that is login page, that is like username and the password, and just he can click on the login button. When he click on the login button with current credit, like correct credentials, he can get the product catalog. So here he can see whatever the products are available, and he can select, and he can add to cart. So once he had added to the cart, what are the selected items or products, it will be going to be displayed here. And when he want to buy it, so he can go to the payment page, buy now, and he will be going to select one thing like UPI or else like cards or else whatever the COD. And when he click on the pay now, he will get the order details. If he want to go back, he can go back, and again he can select whatever the items he required. Okay, so like this we will be going to add the navigations and all those things. Okay, So this is how the mockups will be going to be created. Got it? So this is how the pages are created. And now let's get into the Azure. So Azure also in the same way we will be going to do, but there is a huge difference in when it compares to Balsamiq and Azure. So here also I will create the same pages. Okay. Here also I will use the same pages, same thing. But here we are having less components. So when it compares to Balsamiq, here you can see so many components are there, right? So many components are there, so many icons are there, right? So you can see so many icons. But when it comes to Azure, we are having some less icons here. Okay, we are having less icons and less components. So we will be going to use only few use some components, and we will be going to make as interactive prototype. Okay, so it will be going to be an interactive prototype. So here also to create anything, here you can see, so I'm using the rectangle box. Okay, so I'm using the rectangle box. This seems like a browser, so it is like a browser. So if you want to add some colors, you can add the colors. So here we are having widgets, properties and styles. So you can add properties, whatever the properties, like here you can see some options, but I need some style, I need to add the colors. So for adding the colors, here you can see the style. So in the style you can see whatever the color you want. So I am using some color like blue color only here also. Okay, and now I want to make this a different name. So this will be a Datta Solanke. So I am using this Solanke shopping cart. Okay, so I am using the heading. Okay, so this will be Solanke shopping cart. Okay, so this Solanke shopping cart now I am creating. Okay, so the heading I have used. So if you want to resize it, you can resize it here in the properties. Here you can see select the shape. So by using the select the shape, I can resize whatever the shape I need. Got it? So now I want to use this as header 2. So it looks somewhat bigger here. Okay. And now here, this will be a registration page. So I am using this header 2 and I am mentioning as register page. Okay. So I want to use as header 3. Okay. So for this also you can change the color, color, text size, and whatever the text style also you can change. Okay, so whatever the things you want to change, you can change as font size and font style also. Okay, so I will be going to use this one. Okay, so like this is a registration page. See, client will be not going to tell us whether to use Balsamiq or Azure. So it should be decided by us. So that's the reason. So if it is an enhancement, we use mostly the mockups to make understand to the technical team. So if it is a scratch, okay, if we are building a scratch project from initial stage, at that moment you can use prototypes. Okay, so if you have shown these colors and this navigations and all those things to the client, so they may get satisfied, or else they may give some feedbacks on your prototypes. And the like before starting for by the development team, you will get more inputs when you are doing the prototypes. Okay, so here also there are some text field. There we can see the text input boxes, right? Here we are seeing text fields. So you can use the text field for the register. So here I am using a simple one. Okay, so I will be going to name, mention as name, and here email, and this will be going to be password, and this will be going to be mobile number. Okay, so this page I have created, and for this also you can add some colors. For text input box also you can add some colors like this. Okay, and here I want to add the button. So there we have added the button, right? Here also we need to add some button. So for adding the button, here you can see HTML button. So you can use HTML button, or else here we are having the button shape. You can use this button. So mostly my suggestion is like use button shape only. Why? Because in button shape you can add the shapes like this. You can add the shapes for the buttons. Okay, so whereas this button, HTML button, we can't add any buttons to it. Okay, so sorry, any shape to it. We can't change any shape to it. So if it is like a standardized button, so there we can use this HTML. But my suggestion is like go with the button shape. So for this button shape, we can use whatever the shape we want. Okay, so now I am using this shape. Okay, so now I am using this shape, and this will be going to be register, and I am adding the color to it. Okay, like this. And here also you can mention the logo. Here the image directly you can drag and drop it here, and when you double click on it you can add the logo. Okay, you can add the logo like this. Okay, so here also we can duplicate the page. So I am renaming this as register. Okay, and I want to duplicate the page. So this page will be going to login, and here I am renaming this as login page, and I am removing this both email and password. Sorry, email and that one. Sorry, password. I removed the password. Yeah, and here I want to add some text label. So for adding some text, here you can see the label one, and you can drop it here. And for this, I'm typing as forgot password. And here you can add color to this forgot password like this. Sorry, I will add to the text. It will be far better. Or else leave it like this. So like this, you can add forgot password, and this will be going to be login. Okay. So login page is created, registration page is also created. Now I will be going to create the product catalog page. Okay. So in this product catalog, I'm removing this all the things. So this will be catalog, and here you can see images. You can add the images in the same way. Okay, and there we have added the Dropbox, right? Here also we can add the Dropbox, but here in a different way. Okay, so here I am adding this Dropbox as sizes like S, M, L, X, XL, double XL like that. Okay, and here you can select whatever the first text should be displayed. So like this, it will be going to be displayed, and you can resize it like this. Okay, so I'm copying and pasting it here. Okay, and here also size, I'm pasting like this. So I want to delete all the things and add a size here 32, 34, 36, 38, 40, like that. Okay, size will be going to be in this way. And if you want to add color, you can add the color for that box. Okay, so you can add the color for that box like this, and you can name it as whatever the name you want. Like this will be going to be shirts. This will be going to be pants. And this will be going to be shoes. Okay, so you can use the colors like this. Okay, so now if you want like select this, so here you can see the check boxes. Okay, so I will be going to use this radio buttons for selecting this. Okay, okay, and I want to add the button, so this button will be going to be add to cart. Okay, and you can add the color to it like this. Okay, so now product catalog is also created, and I want to duplicate this page for add to cart page. So in this, I want to remove the unselected one. So I want to remove this shoes once again here. Okay, and here buy. Okay, and now I will be going to create another duplicate page, and I will remove all these things. And this will be going to be payment page, and here I will be going to add the check boxes. Okay, so the check boxes will be going to be for UPI, and here this will be going to be cards, this will be going to be COD, and here I am mentioned as pay now. Okay, you can select one among these three, and I will be going to rename this payment page and duplicate this page. This will be going to be order details. At the end, order details will be going to be appeared for him. So this will be going to be order details, and I'm removing this, and here I'm using text area for the order details like this, and this will be going to be mentioned as back. Okay, so like this I have created. So there I have created the links, right? Here also I am creating the same links. For creating the links, now here you can see register button. You just click on the register button. Here you can see the links, create link. click on this create link, and whatever the page you want to redirect, just click on that. And in the same way, for login also, do it. And for product catalog, in the same way, add to cart. Add to cart, buy, and payment page. And next payment page, pay now, and he will be going to get the order details. And in order details, back, so it redirects to the product catalog page. Okay, so now I want to represent to the client. So here how I will represent means, here also we are having the presentation button, so preview button. So when you click on the preview button, so it redirects to other page. Okay, it redirected to Edge, or else it might be redirect to the Chrome. Okay, why? Because here the Azure is developed by using HTML and CSS. So here it is like high fidelity uh, diagrams we will be going to create, prototypes we will be going to create. So what makes difference means, so in the Balsamiq, when we want to enter anything here, we can't enter when we are previewing. But here when we are previewing this, we can enter our name. See, I can enter my name. And here also I can enter my name. And here number also I can enter. And when I click on the register button, it redirects to the login page. And here also I can enter my name and the password. And I can click login button. And here I can select like this. Okay, I can select like this. And I can add to cart. If I want to resize, change the size, I can change the size and buy now, and I can select the option, whatever the option I can select. Okay, so I'm selecting the option and pay now, and I will get the order details and back. Okay, so like this, it feels like some real-time application we are using, whereas these are like holders. So when we are previewing it, just we are showcasing the holders, just we are showcasing the pages. But when it comes to Azure, so it is totally different. We are representing the different things, like we can enter, it feels like real-time application we are using, right? So here we can use some more features in the Azure. So what are the features means, see here, if you want to enter your name, so you need to remove this name and you need to enter. So I don't want like that. Okay, so just directly I need to enter my name, not by removing all these things. For that, go to the Azure, and here for login I will do, so remove this name, and here in the properties, here you can see the type of text. Okay, so the username will be going to be text only. Under that, here you can see the hint text, so there you mention as username, so this will be comes under username. Okay, and here also in the same way, remove this password, and this mention like text type mention as password, and hint text should be password. Okay, so now if I preview it, so directly I can enter my name without removing anything. And here also when I am entering the password, how it looks like. So the password also, it is like invisible. It is not visible actually. When you want to visible the password, you can click on this and it will be visible. Okay, so like that we can use some features here. Okay, and one more feature also, if I am entered into this login, so directly I've clicked, suddenly I have clicked the login button. So I want to indicate to the user that when he entered into this button, then only the red color should be appeared. Okay, so that one I will show. And here I am entering like random name and the password. Okay, here I am entering random name and the password. I don't want like that. So this belongs to Solanke. The password should be Solanke, and here also the name should be also Solanke. So then only the registration page should be move forward to the product catalog. So I want to give that condition to it. So for that, go to the Azure. Here what you need to do means select the text input box and write the text field as username. And for password also write password. Okay. And now what you need to do means, so when you click on the login button, then only it redirects to the page, right? You need to create a link, or you need to do the condition for the button only. So to write the condition, just click on the case one. When you click on this case one, here you will be going to get the case one. So double click on the case one. Here you will get the text on widgets for which you want to select it. So for username, and here it should be equals to Solanke. Okay, so here the username should be Solanke, and password also you can mention password as Solanke 123. Okay, if I enter this password and this Solanke 123 username and Solanke 123 password, then only it move forward for the login page. Okay, so and this login page also. Okay, when I entered into this login page, then only the red color should appear. For that, you can use the mouse overs. So here you can see mouse over, right? So when you click on the mouse over, here you will be going to get fill color. So it will be going to be color will be going to be filled, and you will be going to get the options like outer shadow like this and inner shadow. Like you can use the shadows. Okay, and you can click on OK. So for that I am removing the color, whatever the color I am displaying here. Okay, so now I am previewing this page. Here first I will enter Vishnu. Okay, and here also Vishnu 123. So let's check. So see, it looks like white only. When I entered into this, the mouse entered into the button, then only it will be going to be appeared as red color. So like that we have done. Okay, so when I click on this, so it not going actually. So now what we need to do means, so I am refreshing the page. Okay, to make you understand. Here now I am entering Solanke. Okay, and here also Solanke 1, just a moment, 123. See, it redirect to the page, right? So how it looks like, so we have given the condition, so that's the reason it will be going to be entered in Solanke. When we enter the Solanke and password also Solanke 123. When I click on login button, it redirects to the product. Like that we can give the conditions. Okay, so that is the huge difference for the Balsamiq and Azure. So the client can feel the real-time experience that he is using an application, and he will be going to give new requirements. So that's the reason in the illustration techniques we are having a part like a type called prototyping.